We have a friend of mine, Nouriel Roubini, and I know him since 2009, 2008. You remember that Depression era, right? He was called Dr. Doom, but he's optimistic these days. And he's going to discuss the supremacy of US dollar. So Nouriel, on this note, thank you. Thank you all for coming.
Good morning, everyone. Great being here today. Thank you, Vidak, for inviting me. Yeah, the official title of my talk is Why American Exceptionalism is Not Over, nor the Exorbitant Privilege of the US Dollar. Why do I want to talk about this topic? Because if you look at what happened after the April 2nd liberation tariff were announced, the overall consensus and the conventional wisdom about the US economy suddenly became pessimistic. If you look at most of the sell-side research, their baseline was one of, because of this very high tariff averaging 30% rather than 3%, they would have a US and a global recession and a surge of inflation in the United States, point number one, in this new conventional wisdom. Even the Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan of the world start having that baseline. Secondly, people said that the US was shooting itself in the foot at the American exceptionalism that had been growing much faster than all other advanced economies is going to be over. Third, people made the argument that the stock market was in a bubble and it's going to crash because of all this stagflationary policy will lead to recession and inflation. Four, people said that because we have large twin fiscal and current account deficit, the trajectory of our public debt and external debt as a share of GDP will rise and become unsustainable. Point number five in this new conventional wisdom was that because of, again, weaponizing the dollar and doing policy that would scare foreign investors, the exceptional privilege or the exorbitant privilege of the US dollar as a major global reserve currency will be soon over. And six, as a byproduct of the fifth point, that the US dollar is going to start to fall in a free fall way because we had massive capital outflows out of US assets. Now, usually I tend to be pessimistic. They even call me Dr. Doom, but I took a contrarian view. I guess I'm always a contrarian. When people are optimistic, I'm pessimist. When people are pessimist, I'm optimistic. But no, truly so, I thought that this new conventional wisdom was very pessimistic about the United States, was misguided. And I'm going to go through quickly, because we don't have much time, each one of the various points.